I can feel it.
I can feel it getting harder. Can't believe I fucking spent $4 goddamn on B movie.
It'll be worth it.
$4 I could have spent for a charity, and I'm watching a guy fucking fall off the goddamn moon instead. Fucking look, Moon Knight style. Look at this shit. This infamous line.
Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground.
See, this is proof that this movie is wildly scientifically accurate.
Bees don't care what humans think
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it really? Don't they have like
Because
four wings
the
or
bee's
something
wings
to,
are
like,
too
help
small
them?
to get its fat little body off the ground. But as we know, the bee, of course, flies anyway. Because by
bees
studying their
don't even
genetics,
think-
bees don't care what humans think is
Bees
impossible.
don't even think about humanity. Bees are just like, I'm gonna
They're
fuck.
slaves.
Okay, now I'm dead. That's it.
Black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black. Ooh, black and yellow. Let's shake it
I mean, I'm not
up.
gonna lie, that's my clothing at this point in life. It's just black,
Black,
clothing. and I'm like,
black.
And I'm like, ooh, light gray.
Shake it up a little.
The
Too
ultimate
low.
race to peel. You see that sign in the background?
Coming.
Was that like to
Oh, hang on
pillow?
a second.
500 or 5,000.
Hello?
Is he like a fucking what's it called? Is he like a NASCAR fan? Like this is this NASCAR?
Wait, is that another one?
The Killer
Ooh,
Queen.
Killer
He
Queen,
seems to be
ooh.
so he seems to be a car enthusiast.
And a perfect report card. All B's.
Very proud.
Look, he's
Wow.
reading a
Movie.
fucking thing that said race sports. Is this just a family
Is this just
full of, like,
bees?
all they do is like look at races and like cars all day?
Harry, I told you. Stop
I mean, the
lying.
way that they drive around is pretty wild. You'll find out soon enough.
Yeah, that's true. Frisbee hits high, internet down. B.
I heard a sound, then whammo.
Hey, Barry.
No, Renee Zellweger. They really had to
It's a special day.
hold her
Finally
at
graduated.
gunpoint for this movie, didn't they?
Yeah, 3 days of grade school.
Jaden,
3
are
days
you
of
Adam
high
or Barry?
school.
Those were so awkward.
I,
3 days
honest to
of
God,
college?
don't know. Wait,
Yeah,
Matthew.
I took
Wait,
a-
that. Oh my God, I
Took
forgot that
my
is
friend
Matthew
around
Broderick.
come back
Adam is
different.
Simba from The Lion King. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Everybody knows you sting someone, you die. You don't waste it on a squirrel. He was such a hot
Patrick
I kinda wanna
Warburton,
know that
the
story,
best
like-
character in this movie.
What led to fucking what's his face? Like Frankie
Frankie.
stinging a squirrel.
Dude,
what
a
was
squirrel
the
pissed him
situation?
off, and he stung him. And apparently no one cares enough about him to go to his funeral.
Oh hey, Chris Rock.
Oh, Chris
Is
Rock.
someone gonna slap the shit out of him in this movie?
Where's Will Smith?
They literally showed up like seconds before the graduation started. Like literal seconds.
So now I'm curious, how, since their entire life is like a little over a week, how much time does this movie take place?
That is true.
Like, is this
They're
taking
so
place
pretty
over like an
goddamn
hour?
Yeah,
Like, this
is
whole
pretty god-
story.
Well, no, because like it was raining at one point. And, like we see the people like waking up in this movie. I think like there's stuff that
So this
implies
movie is
days
taking
have
over a
gone
lot of his
by.
life.
Yeah, friggin' this.
We're
is
watching
gonna
the
be
death
cool,
of Barry.
like, We're watching Barry go through like his entire like life. It goes from like college age to old man is what we should be watching here. It should be called Barry. That should be the new movie's name.
Barry.
Okay, this is barbaric to say the least.
This is
How many pages
inhumane.
is that? 10 ways to break up with your loser boyfriend. Page 457. Fat free, apparently.
Okay, so we gotta remember page 457 because there are many points in this movie where they're like, oh, that many pages, that's enough to kill someone. So I want to see how much they're
Yeah.
risking in this guy's life. I'll write it down.
Page 457. I think they said like you can
At
go to,
least
like,
457 pages.
Yeah.
So another question. Do they know that their life is stupid short, or do these 3 days feel like forever?
The same job.
I assume forever because
I didn't know that.
they had the joke earlier where he was like, I'm glad I took one day and walked around the hive, and he was like, you did come back different. And so clearly a day is like a long time for them.
Yeah, that is true. They must have had a lot of experiences in that
you'll
one
just
day.
walk us to
Like,
death?
imagine like that. You take like imagine that, Caleb. Imagine me and I are classmates. I leave class one day, I miss an entire day of class, and then apparently I come back totally different.
You're just like a gangster. Like that one
No, I
Family
wouldn't
Guy
go.
episode when Meg comes back from prison.
Oh yeah, and she like fucking is all tatted up and like fucking trying to treat her like a prison bitch.
Beats up everyone.
Thanks, Jennifer.
Now we only have to make one decision in life.
You know what?
How
I
could they
kind of
never
wish that
have
was
told
life
us?
too. You make one decision and everything else
We're
just
the most
goes
perfectly
out.
functioning society on Earth.
Steen
seventh
seventh and self? Dude, mass murder suicide.
Adam, did you ever think that maybe things
Dude, that guy
were
was
a little
drinking
too
from a
well
fucking
around?
gas
Like what?
thing as well.
See, look, they've got to be car fans. Look at this. They are so good at driving.
I
That
don't
is
know,
true.
but you know what I'm...
I wonder, like, if this pollen makes these guys look sexy to all the girls. Is it like, you know, like when we watch movies and like
I
the
think it
toned
is.
dudes get
'Cause
like
I'm
fucking
pretty
water
sure there's a joke
sprayed
in
all
here
over
about
them?
it.
You know how like we have like some girls like it when like the fucking like when you're like watching like a Baywatch or something like that, and like fucking David Hasselhoff gets like water sprayed on him, and it's like, oh my god, like is
They
it the
come
same
back
deal
with
them?
pollen on them. They're like, oh my god.
Yeah, or like, you know what I mean? I don't see any female pollen jocks. Are they not allowed to? Is this like still the 70s for them? You know what I mean?
You have to be bred for that.
Are these guys like Marines or something?
I wonder if they're bred specifically to be
That's more
like
pollen than you and I will
males
ever see in
for
our
to be
lifetime.
pollen
It's
jobs.
just a status symbol. I think bees make too big
Status
a deal.
symbol, yeah.
Perhaps, unless you're wearing it, and the ladies...
Yep, there it
see you
is.
Wearing it.
Aren't they our cousins too?
Distant.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Yeah, they have a lot of
Couple of
incest
high
jokes in here.
Harrys.
Let's have some
Oh, yeah.
These girls
One time
have
a bear
to
had
know
me pinned
for
up
a
against
fact
mushroom. He had one
that
paw
these
in my
two are
throat,
not
and with the
pollen
other,
jocks.
he was slapping
Like,
me
they
back
just
and
saw
forth
that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I thought I'd knock him out.
And what were you?
wait, so does this mean like if they go, does this mean they have to go to other hives then to find people, or is
Maybe I
this
am.
just like allowed? Like, is this like Alabama stuff, or like are they allowed to go to like other hives and like get with them instead?
Be enough?
I wonder, do you think there's a poverty issue in this hive? Like, because
Hell, it happens at the end.
I mean, like, they look like they're living in the high life, you know what I mean? They look like they're living in, like, a pretty good area. But do you think there's, like, bees, like, on the side of the road? Do you think there's, like, bee prostitution, you know what I mean? Like, a female bee sitting there going, like, don't fuck... Yeah, like, a bee sitting there going, like, don't fuck the queen, fuck me, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get what I mean? Like,
I
what's
won't
going
kill
on?
ya.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you think I'm gonna snap off with me? Like, dude, they probably meet that with fucking harsh-ass criticism. There's probably, like, a bee walk up and sting you right in the eye. Like, you're probably dead at that point, dude. Like, I know they mentioned there's, like a social aspect in terms of dating other insects, but, like, what does each
Yeah,
insect,
that's
like,
why they talk about
because, like, they
the
mentioned, like,
dating
a
a
wasp is
spider.
apparently bad, I think, later. Yeah,
I can say
like...
anything I want right
A
now.
wasp is like supposedly bad. Like, oh, an ant tattoo. Okay, so what does this mean? Does an ant tattoo like imply like you're gay or something? Like, what does it mean?
Or a gain affiliation.
Shack up with a grasshopper.
Yeah.
Shack up with a grasshopper.
Shacking up with a grasshopper. Okay, so grasshoppers, what are they like? Are they like?
So I wonder if
they, like,
grasshoppers are like the
sluts?
prostitutes of this bee universe, of this bee universe,
I can't believe we're starting
Beavers.
work today.
beavers.
Today.
Come on, all the good jobs will be
Beavers
gone.
and beavers.
Well, whenever a bee dies, that's an opening. See that?
See,
He's dead, dead.
quite
Dead
terrified.
one, dead,
Okay,
deadified,
first
two
of all, I
more
thought this
dead,
said
dead
stripper
from
right
the
there
neck
for a
up,
second.
dead from the neck up.
I'd be terrified if I saw
this is
like
so
my
hard.
job had apparently a really quick like dying rate. Like it literally.
Yeah,
in
if
a
I see people on the
second,
Croman are dying.
Croman went out and went right back in. I saw regurgitating there. What the hell does that job do?
Barry,
I saw pounding there too. What the fuck are these jobs?
I'm going out.
These bees are sex workers.
There.
So hold up, can Barry actually do this? Because like, first of all, if this was real life, this was a real life military installation where pilots are about to go out and fly. This is illegal. He's going to jail because he's not a military worker. He just showed up on the flight deck, and now they're gonna like tackle him and arrest him. Is what's happening.
But I guess
Secondly-
they're allowing them.
So literally,
Just
just
an
the
X.
waiter sign away. Like all you have to do is sign. Well, no, that's actually a thing. Like you have to sign. Like there's X's on like federal paperwork. It's a thing. But like, okay, the thing is this though. Why is it that he has to sign a waiver and that's it? Is that like training? All you need to do is just sign a waiver and that's it. The rest of these guys they just choose to be fit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Adam said you had to be bred for it, and just because these guys are like, you know what, he's with us, they're like, alright, fine, sign.
He said babbling like a cicada. So does this mean cicadas just talk a lot? Are they dumb?
Antenna, check.
But also, yeah, how do the, like, antenna headphones work? How...
Scared out of my shorts. Check.
That is true, because like these guys seem to have like a helmet that lets them communicate through that, but theoretically they all
No, even
install
just Barry.
cell phones.
Even just Barry was able to use his
That is
headphones.
true. How do
His
you
antennas
call
like the
somebody?
headphones.
How do you call somebody too? Like, what do you dial? You know what I mean? There's no like, do they have like a phone?
You just
Is it
pulled it down.
telepathic
Adam?
Communication? It's like telepathic communication. They like text them or something too.
B-men. Or XBs.
This dude's lucky he lived in Central Park. Imagine if he came out and he was in like fucking
Detroit.
Bangladesh or something. Imagine if he lived in front of like a freaking like strip club, you know what I mean? He'd fly right out into like some fucking like perfume, like flower scented perfume. Probably vomit because it would sound anything like a flower. It doesn't smell anything like a flower. It'd probably kill him, to be honest.
This is Blue Leader. We have Rose's visual. Bring it
So they got
around
like
30 degrees
thermal
and
trackers for like these roses and flowers here. So, okay, what is the technological advancement of bees? Did bees in like 1500 have this or no? Were they like worshiping gods and like crucifying people and like burning them at the stake and all, and like having wars over like bee Jesus? Because they mentioned bee Jesus.
Yeah, bee
He was
Jesus.
clearly a thing.
Bee Jesus is
So
a
they're
thing.
having, so they're having this a bee Mohammed? Like, what does
And
that mean?
Jews are a thing in this bee universe.
That is true. He does mention that there are Jewish people. Wait, so hold up. Christianity has a bee version, but like the Jewish faith just so happened to just go into like the bees. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't screw it up and say Jewish or Bedeism. He just says Jewish. So this
There's
implies
Beezus
that
and then
humanity came up.
Jewish.
This implies that bees started to adopt human like religious beliefs. You know what I mean? But apparently they're not allowed to talk to them either.
Dude, we are digging maybe a little too deep into bee movie.
God, dude, how long has this been already, dude?
Probably not that long.
Oh my god, we're already like losing our goddamn mind.
Talk about bee religion. Bee religion.
Wait, real quick. What is the Therms looking at then? Because if they think like, because I know like tennis balls are about to come up. If they think that these are fucking tennis balls, like, okay, so the thing showed that these are apparently flowers.
Yeah.
How does that happen? How does the god?
It's probably just like
we're-
a visual of like, huh, that's a light neon color and fuzz, or like that's probably a flower.
So what is that thing like?
But
glow
also
on
bees
the
aren't
radar? 'Cause
smart.
That implies that they're using like a thermal cam of some types.
Yeah, but the chances that he's not dead right now are ridiculous.
Amazing.
Up, honey, because I believe you're about to...
His fingers are so tense. He squeezed.
He
his
squeezed
fist
him and
popped all the
cracked
knuckles.
everything. Also heard a bee clear his throat.
Okay, that is one hell of a hit, dude. That you can hit it all the way up there. Like I am hitting it out, but no, dude, he straight up hit it into the fucking street, like middle of the street.
And also just the fact that he heard a bee clear his throat.
Dude, is Ken like secretly like a super fucking like? Is he like an X-Men? Wait, she can see.
Yeah,
him
that's not,
blinking?
she saw the bee blink.
How do they view the
Also,
bees? Do we
good
view the
God,
bees like we
you
do?
are killing people.
Do we view the bee? Do they view the bees like we do, where we just like see the fucking bees and like that's it? We don't actually see their eyes or anything. We just see that. It's
Or
a
maybe
bee, you know what I
like
mean?
his eyes are actually that ginormous.
So bees in this world have a hugely different design. I'm gonna say this entire movie happened because the bees themselves had a different design. Wow, the one fucking like apartment that had like fucking flowers on the edge of it.
Yeah, only one.
Did it not have fucking mirrors or shit in their fucking hive?
They do. He used one.
So how does he not understand this concept?
Yeah, they're like in the very beginning in a mirror.
Star Wars? Nah, I don't go for that.
Fuck is
Kind of
out
stuff.
of their minds. When I walk out of here, this guy's the Chad dude that's always like, oh yeah, dude, I got like $1,000 off this app. That's what Ken is. Like,
Also, do they not have lights in their house and their hive?
I don't know. I don't know.
I gotta tell you, I global warming. I can feel it.
I can feel it getting harder. First I thought it was just me.
Winter boots.
These are winter boots.
Ken's dude, why don't you just hit him? Why do you have to fucking psych him out, man?
Oh, I'm allergic to them. This thing could...
Is it just me or does Ken kind of look like human Shrek?
He does.
My brochure.
My brochure.
Why does she have to tear it? Couldn't she?
Yeah, she's
seriously
just being a
bo-
prick.
Yeah, now she's just being a bitch.
With carob chips on there. Supposed to be less...
Yeah, Ken is that dude. Ken is that dude who's like super into fitness and like bettering himself, but he's just a straight up dumbass is what he is. He's like, dude, I found this new protein shake made in like turkey, and oh my god, dude, it's amazing. Is he not offended by the amount of like fake flowers in there? Up, here comes the
Fake
infamous
flower.
meme.
Oh, let's
You're not
go.
supposed to talk to a human?
Bee law. What are the other bee laws? Do they have the bee of rights?
The
Do they have-
Beestitution.
Yeah, yeah. Beestitution.
The Declaration of Independence.
You like jazz?
Perfect.
Uh,
I like how we've used
Well, that's
beestitution
a
twice.
good
One for the Constitution and prostitution.
I know. I'm
Yep.
I know.
I know I'm dreaming, but I don't recall going to bed.
Well, I'm sure this
Does she normally have dreams like this, where she's talking to animals?
It's a surprise to me.
I mean, I guess she's a big animal activist, so
Yeah.
maybe she does.
I'd imagine so.
Have dreams where she
I
talks to
mean,
bees.
seems like she.
doing this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Trying to
Do you think
kill
she's ever
you.
had any interactions with like wasps or something before? You know what I mean? Like she's seen one of them and like they just randomly start talking. Okay, interesting.
That was a little weird.
Okay, I think this lady is literally insane. I think that
Jaden,
somebody.
If a bee was talking to you, I think you would start freaking out too.
Wait.
And especially if you sound like
would-
Jerry Seinfeld.
Okay, well, if it sounded like Jerry Seinfeld, I'd be even more creeped out. I'd be like, why is somebody making this a real thing? What lab experiment are you? They'd be like, yeah, I'm going crazy. This place is killing me. And I just kill it immediately. And I'm like, okay, that's enough, like, anything for a day. I need to go outside. I need to read a book or something. Like,
And
I need
then
to
you have
stop
like
going
a
on the
swarm of
internet.
bees, and they all start chanting, "Thinking bee, thinking bee."
I think at that point, I, like, ask, everyone else is seeing this, right? And then if everyone else is like, yeah, we are, I'll be like, okay, let me check something, because here's how I always check if I'm in a dream. I always try to use the Force. If it works, then, oh my god.
No, I can't.
Oh, come on.
I don't know if you know anything about fashion.
What the fuck is going on here?
Are you all right?
This lady's on the verge of a mental breakdown.
I think she's going
Something
through it
tells
right
me,
now.
like, something tells me, like, Ken is a bit more abusive than he lets on.
Why would I marry a watermelon?
Oh, I get it. Get it.
I don't get it.
So they all have their own types of humor. Is there like a B. Chappelle? You know what I mean?
Oh my god, a bee Chappelle, a bee.
Does he talk
Mulaney.
about like? Does he talk about like racial problems between bees and like wasps and like spiders or?
You do?
Well, hold up. Chris Rock's in this movie. And they imply that he's a fucking junkie because he like wants fucking moose blood. So is it? I'm not
Moose
trying to be
blood.
racist, but like are mosquitoes stereotyped to be like drug dealers and like drug addicts? So theoretically, wouldn't Dave Chappelle be a mosquito?
You see, if you look,
He'd be like talking about like how like yeah, and all these fucking bees out here calling us goddamn mosquitoes like fucking jackasses. Bitch, we can suck goddamn blood. We're vampires, you know what I mean? Or something like that. You know what I mean? Like
I wonder if they have like bee ventriloquists, like Bee Dunham or something. They have little
yeah,
puppets.
there you go.
You all right, ma'am?
Now this man probably thinks she's legitimately insane. Hold up. Wouldn't like that much? Okay, hold up. I don't understand like bees and caffeine. Theoretically, like
He
do
brings
bees
it
have
up.
coffee?
He brings it up.
Do bees have coffee? Because like I feel like even just a little bit of coffee to us would like he'd be off his fucking rocker and he'd be burning so much shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he said, sorry I couldn't finish it. If I did, I'd be up for the rest of my life.
Here's my question though. Why don't they acknowledge the fact that honey actually comes from bees shitting it out? By the way, there's no way he fucking all that in there without it crumbling and creating a fucking mess. We really need to think about like what Barry dresses like according to like humans. Like imagine like a human wearing that clothing. They look
Striped
fucking
sweater.
weird. Like a striped yeah, with like the turtleneck and everything. That's the kind. You know what I'm saying? Like that man just died. That man is dead. And I don't think she saved him. Hurricane survival test. I don't think bees if they can't fly in rain, why would they fly in a hurricane?
We may as well try it.
It's about surviving, Jaden.
Pull the chute.
Also, why'd they ever think that would work?
Sounds amazing.
And he's dead.
Okay, I may be like studying weather type stuff, but the truth is I don't even know. I don't think hurricanes hit New York.
Giant
So why are they studying this? You'd think like a hive in Florida would be studying this, unless maybe there's like a joint collision between like the Floridian ones. Again,
candy corn?
is there like a bee United States of America?
Why are they
where, like, all the
analyzing this
bees,
candy
like,
corn?
Look, you did it, and I'm
Do
glad.
bees like vote for
Saw whatever
president
you
or like? Well, no, because they have a queen, so
They
they
have the
clearly go
queen.
for monarchies.
And now you're
But do they have like an
They got your
overall
job
queen?
and everything
Well, no,
you need
because the
more.
oh my god, this doesn't make any goddamn sense. Are there bee wars? Like,
Will she be?
I know that everyone else is like the hottest thing with the 8 legs and all. I can't get by that face.
So apparently spiders got great bodies, but they don't have good legs, or not good faces. You see what I'm saying?
That might just be like a personal thing for Barry that he doesn't like the faces, but apparently the 8 legs are hot.
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like they might be like the equivalent of like those Instagram models you see online. You know what I mean? Like they got a big ass and everything, but like their face is like fucking Barbie doll to like hell and back. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm thinking it would be. Now the Wasp though, he says like.
And then he probably was like, "You Wasp, your parents will kill you."
So what are Wasps? Are Wasps like criminals? Are they like troublemakers? Are they like? Again though, what the fuck is a goddamn? What does a wasp mean? Like, what are wasps like? Are wasps evil or something?
What kind of food do they have? Because they don't know what a Cinnabon is, and that crumb is like new. And apparently Adam was like amazing. Because like Adam tasted the crumb and he was like, "What is this?" And so do they just eat honey?
I mean, again, they shit honey out. So like, that's
and
what
they
bees
bathe
do.
in
Bees
it, I
shit
guess.
honey. He's naked, and he's basically skinny dipping, and his parents are watching him naked right now. This is weird. I mean, would the different types of insects be different races? Because I mean, at that point, is this what we're trying to say? Like, our race does separate us for different species.
Yeah, because at that point, Vanessa straight up killed one of them, and they just laughed it off.
Yeah, like straight up murdered potentially like a black man like Chris Rock.
Did you hear that? The mom was like, "You don't listen," and the dad was like, "I'm not listening to this." Also, why do they care if he's B-ish?
Wait, hold up. So
You can only date a white woman.
Yeah, I see what I mean. This could be like those families that are like, no, you need to date within your own race. Oh my god, I think we're kind of I think we're cracking the code. The
B-movie's racist.
like,
Beastist.
Yeah.
Do the roses act? You can just freeze live TV? That's insane.
Wait till you hear about Netflix. Wait till you hear about Amazon.
It's a disease. It's a horrible.
Hivo, and it's a horrible disease. Something tells me that's an STD.
Dumb bees.
Sting all those germs.
And he almost died.
Really have to watch your temper.
Oh, yeah, very careful. The wall. Lust.
Okay, no, okay, hold up.
Hold up.
Two things just happened. One, he said that. Secondly, this dude straight up assaulted a woman and what he did. Like,
Just smacked a bee that was sitting on her shoulder. Or how many pages is this? How many pages is
Pick and
this?
save circular?
Yeah, it was. How did you know?
Felt like about 10 pages.
Oh, 10 pages.
75 is pretty much our limit.
10 pages, but he said 75.
75 is the limit.
But that
They used
dude-
457 pages.
So that helmet is working overtime, is what I'm gathering.
Get here.
Dude, that helmet is revolutionary.
They made a breakthrough. That's more than like 5 times I think the amount
Yeah,
that they usually can handle.
6.09 times what they could usually handle.
Something tells me that'd be the equivalent of like if we had a helmet that allowed us to get like 3 shots from a sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's like basically. It's like if I put a helmet on and then a building toppled on top of me and I was fine.
Yeah, that'd be like the equivalent. Holy shit. Now Ray Liotta, does Ray Liotta actually have his honey, like, does he actually have a honey brand?
I'll look it up.
We should Google this if Ray Liotta, freaking Tommy Vercetti
Ray
from GTA has it.
Liotta. Honey.
Look up Ray Liotta.
It's just showing up
like.
B-movie. Oh,
so I guess it's not real.
yeah, it's just the...
Okay, this guy's got beggar senses. He fucking heard his legs cracking in the slightest way. Like, Ken's got nothing on this guy.
Are all the humans like superhumans?
Are the bee haters superhumans?
Also, why does this guy have such like a hatred for bees? This bee's just hanging out and he's like trapping it so he can kill him.
He's just a fucking he's just a fucking warehouse worker.
Yeah. Also, this guy has some insane precision.
Why doesn't he just take his hat off and whack him? Where did this guy learn such good, like, finger contact? Like, that was some good hand-eye coordination.
I know.
Again,
Yeah, you felt that?
senses. How does he feel that?
He felt a bee land on his backpack string.
While he's bicycling, too. How does he not feel this?
Yeah. He doesn't feel that. And also, I don't think that's necessarily how that works, Barry.
What about you? He really is dead.
Oh, damn. That's morbid.
Don't kill no more bugs.
So they all... So they said bug, so they all, like, hold on to, like, the same, like, title of bug. You know what I mean? Oh, damn. He is good.
So yeah, they're all bugs. Just different kinds of bugs.
Like tiny screaming.
How
How?
on earth...
Your windows are closed.
Honey jars as
So like
far
the
as eye can
mosquitoes
see.
like clearly
So I'm just
it seems as
assuming
though like the
wherever this
moose
honey
blood
jar
is like a
goes,
drug
that's
for
where
him
they're
because
getting
he's saying like crazy
it.
stuff, blows your head off. So
But his name is also
Clearly
Moose
means-
Blood, so now I'm just confused.
Get with a moth, dragonfly, mosquito girl. Don't
okay,
want
so
no
moths
mosquito.
and dragonflies, what are their standing in the
You
hierarchy?
be kidding me. Moose Bloods, did you bring your crazy straw?
Okay, so yeah, I hate to say it,
That's
but the
basically like, did you
mosquitoes
bring
are-
your bong?
Yeah, the mosquitoes are all drug like related. Well,
Drug
maybe
use.
they're not all drug related people, but it appears as though they seem to gravitate towards the urban lifestyle. So, like, you know what I mean? But, okay, what are moths and dragonflies? Like, where do they land in this whole thing? Because apparently they steal the mosquito chicks. So does this mean they're even more gangster, or does this mean they're like, or does this mean they're like rich? So all the girls like, ooh, they got the money.
Also,
you know what I'm
these
saying?
guys
Like,
are so exaggeratedly evil, and it's hilarious.
That's the one you want.
They are.
Cost 3,000. They make the honey, and we make the money.
Honey, and we make them.
No
Yeah,
one
that-
says
that's
that.
what he said.
No one says, "Well, they make the honey, we make the money."
Imagine if like an actual beekeeper was saying shit like this. I'm pretty
They're
sure they'd be fired.
psychopaths.
Yeah.
They're generally
Because when you
psychopaths.
actually talk to a lot of beekeepers, like at least from what I found from interviews, they're actually very like environmentally like conscious people.
Oh, my.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they-
Bees are
they
they
usually care.
make honey and they die.
What's going on? This is your
Wait, so the queen got
That's
okay.
a man in
Uh,
woman's clothes.
so yeah, we got a drag queen here, as he says. So hold up, how does the queen process go? Is it like I mean, granted, I could probably do this in real life for like real bees, like how the queen selection process goes, but like. Is it like an actual monarchy where it's like blood related, or is it just like they get elected and that's how it is?
I don't think it's
Is
they're
it
elected because
constitutional?
queen bees are like much bigger than the other bees.
That is true, but then again, well, I don't know. I'm asking way too many questions at this point.
These are obviously doctored photos.
Well, actually, in all honesty, that's a very realistic thing as to what would happen.
He's been talking to humans. Talking to
Wow,
human-
Adam, sell out.
human girlfriend.
Thanks for snitching.
Make out. Man, those crazy legs kept me up all night. That Chihuahua.
Good God.
So he dated a
For all our
cricket.
lives.
And
Nobody
apparently the
gets part of
crickets
the
have like a
bees.
lot of stamina
Dad, I
from what I'm
remember
gathering. Unless this is just
some
one
nights
cricket.
you're
Those
So-
quick legs kept me up all night. Ah, Chihuahua.
And it was apparently.
I remember that.
We're living on 2 cups
Okay,
a
that
year.
makes me want to know, like,
Lip
okay,
balm
we
for
really
no
need to
reason
figure out, like, we need like a
whatsoever.
chart of like the insect hierarchy as to like what is acceptable in this world. Wait, hold up. She's the mother's hoping that whatever girl's dating is BH, but her own dad had a relationship with a freaking like cricket.
I
So
wonder if she like doesn't associate with it or like doesn't like that.
that is true. Like we don't know maybe necessarily like what that led to in terms of like the what's it called? In
Maybe
terms of, like,
something
her
happened
psyche
there,
developing.
and now she doesn't want Barry dating a human. What happened
Yeah,
with that
yeah.
relationship?
Exactly. Like maybe like the well, actually, hold up. They all come from the same mom. But wait, how's he the dad then? I can't joke. He has like the
Frosty.
stuff all over his mouth and everything.
See.
And artificial flowers.
Oh, those just get
Don't
me
you have those in your house?
Those just get me psychotic. No, I don't think she would, because she is a big flower.
No, she
chick.
did earlier in the movie.
than a
Like, I'm being
daffodil.
serious.
Are you sure they were fake?
Well, maybe
They
this
looked
could
fake.
make
There
up
was
for
one
it.
I was positive was fake.
This is animation, Jane. The flowers aren't gonna look realistic.
I guess.
Okay, look back when you're editing it,
Okay,
and,
I
you,
will.
and place a clip right now. Place a clip right now showing it.
Showing that you're
See,
incorrect.
told you, it was fake.
Nope, you're lying. I'm gonna prove you wrong. Because if she does have fake flowers, then that is a ginormous continuity error.
I mean, you never know. This entire movie is a continuity error.
No, this movie's perfect.
All the news that we put on.
I do appreciate that they had this where it's like this is a big moment where these bees have a court case. One, why did they take it seriously in the first place? And two, they're gonna find out if the bees can speak and are sentient.
Imagine the process of having to get this done though if it didn't know that the bee could
Alibi.
But like, think about it like that. Like, theoretically, if like, oh hey, there's a beetle.
And the beetle's dead.
What's the matter?
I don't know. I just kinda
He has a sixth sense.
Wait, so are they telepathically like?
Yeah, they do, because that's how they talk.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
'cause, like, that's how they
telepathic
call this thing.
communications.
They don't have like a.
Any of you boys work on this?
Dude, this guy's a prick.
That's like borderline racist. That'd be like if a factory worker, like, for like a sweatshop was like suing you, and then you walked into the suit and said, any of you boys work on this suit. Now, how on earth do you get, like, a case, though, if you don't know that the bees can talk?
They
'Cause,
don't
like, if the
know
bees-
yet.
If you don't, yeah, so if they don't know yet, then how are they going to be able to go, oh, these things are sentient, so we should respect their rights? No, they don't have that ability. You see what I'm saying? Nice job, Barry. You probably just threw away the entire case for a joke.
I'm kidding.
And no one's, like, freaking out
No one's
about
like,
this,
what? They're just like, oh, okay.
Also, who the fuck goes to court with a fucking polka dot fucking tuxedo? Like, you're supposed to have a suit.
Ladies and gentlemen, whatever they want.
I mean, theoretically, the only thing that I could see that this would be a problem is if they're going through a honey shortage because the honey is being stolen and they can't, like, protect themselves. They can't, like, because they use it for everything. They can't get gas in their cars. They can't get food. That's
But-
the only time I'd be like, okay, maybe the humans have a point. But they don't seem to be living like that.
But they show that when they get all the honey back, they shut it down because they have so much honey.
Hayden of Honey Farms.
Yeah.
Pretty big
How's Vendor
company.
Hank?
Okay, I actually feel like there's a lot of parodies to a lot of different companies out here.
Honeybird and Hunron.
I think that one's actually playing a company that was actually found for abusing a lot of animals.
Not to be a very employ any bee freers, do you?
Well, that would not be a lucrative job. You would free a bee and then they go, it's over.
Because you don't free bees. You mean like this?
How is this allowed?
How did they get Vincent the Bear from over the hedge to join the goddamn courtroom? Like, how has he not freaked out this entire time and only now when they kick the door open he's flipping shit?
Rawr! Take him away.
Also, the bear's a paid actor. You see that?
It would appear so, yeah, look at that.
So, Mr. Sting, thank you for being
Hey,
here.
Sting!
Your name is Leota.
Why does he come with his
Tiny,
Golden Globe,
helpless
too, of all
bees,
things?
so you don't have to rehearse your parts, sir.
I think that might actually be a joke as to his behavior on set.
This isn't a good fella.
Subi.
He's
There's something about
buzz
Wall
off.
Street
Studio
there.
dumps
Studio
Leota
dumps
project.
Leota project.
Slams door on unlawful.
unlawful entry too.
Hello.
I'd even pour a fucking, like, glass that small, though.
It's like a drop.
Well,
Dude,
there's still a little
fucking Ken has had his life stolen. Why does he have pictures of birds in the back? You see that shit?
That's where I usually sit. Right.
Yeah, Ken's about to fucking lose it. Like, he's straight about to go, like, Patrick Bateman on his ass. I've actually had that happen before, and it fucking sucks.
Also, right here, Bees is being, Barry's is being a dick.
Yeah, he is.
That's a lot of pages.
It's a lot of ads.
It's a
Well,
lot of
if you had the helmet, dude, you'd be able to withstand it.
I know.
It's funny, I just can't seem to recall that.
I could totally see Ken going psycho and like killing Vanessa.
Yeah? How do
I
you
can
like
see
the
it.
smell of flames?
Not as much.
Not as
This guy's
much.
willing to light the whole fucking bathroom on fire for
He
this.
basically is. Like, what? Do you see this? Just scorched the floor. Oh my god, he's getting Final Destination.
Waterbug, not taking time.
Lethal.
Hey, look at me. I'm wearing
Lethal. I like how it says lethal. They advertise it.
You can see that it was like stuck on separately, like a piece of paper.
I've got issues.
Clearly.
At least he admits it.
What are you doing?
Kenneth.
He just now hears all the screaming
The
that's happening in the
screaming
fucking
and
room.
the flames going. You see the roof and how scorched the roof is?
And you're
Ken is honestly, I think, the good guy.
Talking bees made by man.
What the hell is Ken's problem?
I know it's got an aftertaste. I like it.
Are fucking
always felt there was some
both these people are insane. Like, I'm sorry, but they're both insane. She's just a little bit more insane is the thing.
I believe
She believes that what she's doing is right. At least Ken admits that he's got issues.
Barry Benson.
Ken's got anger
Mr. Barry
issues,
Benson B.
and Vanessa's just weird. Okay, that's clear bias amongst the jury.
Secret Life of Bees.
Mr. Gamble.
Are you allergic?
Only to losing, son. Only to losing.
Are you allergic?
This
Only
means
to
that this
losing,
man,
son. Only to losing.
This means that Mr. Montgomery doesn't know if he's allergic or not. This means he's willing to risk his life on this case.
That's a good lawyer.
We're friends.
Okay, how does this have anything to do with anything at all? Like, this is a major objection you can make. It's like question of character.
I don't think they can physically have sex, Mr. Montgomery.
I don't think this is something you could even bring up in court.
Yeah, but
So those are
Okay, how
real parents.
how is this relevant to the bee stealing the honey?
He's just trying to tick Adam off, which it's working.
He's just denouncing bees.
Well, yes, but the truth is, though, is that the judge should be stopping this.
Oh, I'm hit!
This is the best line in the whole movie.
Also, Adam is. I don't care what this movie tries to do. Adam is dead.
Oh boy. Imagine having to get John Goodman to say that line. Like that must have been a fucking.
Oh, I'm hit! Oh my heaving buttocks! The venom's coursing through my veins.
You can't treat them as equal to the strapping savages.
How much was John Goodman paid for this? Also, how did they hook up an IV to a bee?
I know, right? You can see they had like the tiniest fucking thing there.
There. Do they have honey for blood? How does that work?
I guess so.
I hear they put the roaches in motels. That doesn't sound so bad.
But roaches in motels. Something tells me that means that's a concentration camp.
Bees don't smoke. But some bees are smoking. Adam,
What?
that's it.
Thank God for smokers, or else they wouldn't have won this case.
Not over?
No, I've got to go somewhere. You get back to the court.
Okay,
and
well, can you
stall
close the
any way
fucking
you can.
window? You're fucking
Yeah,
dead.
he's still.
dying.
And
Why does he have a neck cast?
yes, yes.
He's just overplaying the whole stain thing. He got
well, Your Honor,
stunned in the ass, and he's like, "Oh, my neck!"
And then he fucking snapped his neck. Over.
Fly, little bee.
Nice going.
I was about to say, bro, I don't think they understood like the fucking damn it. Did you see the eyes on that lady covering the dude's fucking face?
No.
When you fucking look back at editing, Caleb, you need to look and you need to zoom and you need to show.
Smoke machines as honey slaves to the white man.
Yo, that's an angsty ass right there.
He's playing the species card.
This is hard.
Bring these bees. But it's just a prance about stage name.
You think they would have informed him of this and he could change it?
Yeah.
Can't breathe.
Whoa!
Political!
Dude, I'm telling you, like, they are going about this in a really unconstitutional way.
It was just
Like,
some old
that is
lady
a-
who wanted some honey in her tea, and they aimed a M16 at her, a gun at her.
That is straight up like dictatorship stuff where they can just outright like put you into a fucking like position
Dude.
like that.
It's overflowing, and they have gallons more. They said,
Shut it down, Otto! Shut it down!
"Shut it off!"
Turn your cannonball!
Good God, sir.
This man is probably gonna die now.
And no one's helping him. They're all rushing out.
Wait, hold up. Why is that honey like quicksand? But like the fucking pool was fine. Okay, this one makes more sense because you're seeing like the change of days. Okay, hold up. This has been like that was like 4 days.
A lot of those bees are dead.
Yeah, but that was like
Barry's
4 days. What I'm
dead.
gonna say is this.
Barry's dead
Yeah,
then.
Barry has to be dead.
Because he's already
That was
done
like
the
4
3 days
days.
of grade school, 3 days of high school, 3 days of college.
And God only knows how many fucking days it has been since the movie started. It's been at least 2 or 3 days because we saw
Plus
him at
that
a
4
night scene
days
and then a
right
day
there.
scene.
And they're perfectly fine.
Yeah.
That
He's
Lou
gone-
guy?
He's old. He's an old man.
That Lou guy, the one that like ran the military, he is dead. His Barry's quote unquote dad is dead.
We got our honey back.
Uncle Carl went to San Antonio with a cricket. So the affair is continuing.
It's the greatest thing.
My question is this though, like I'm not questioning the science. I'm not saying bees aren't important to like society, but theoretically, after 4 days, is the goddamn beehive gonna fall up? Is society gonna collapse because of it? Like, are we really not gonna have any plantation because of bees not for 4 days? I doubt it would be the case. I mean, maybe I'm underestimating it.
But also, I've watched the
the
film theory that said that bees aren't the only insects that pollinate. So this would not happen.
We have so much now. I
Interesting.
thought
What
there
did
was
what else pollinates? Like,
I don't remember. I watched it a while ago.
But like,
really changes.
You don't.
my question is this though. So he's all shocked that he sees these flowers like this, but yet he had to leave the hive to come to Vanessa. So how?
So
did
he didn't
not
see all the
this?
trees, yeah, all those trees that just aren't.
He didn't see the fucking like goddamn prisoner of Azkaban like trees out there.
And whose fault do you think that is?
It's Vanessa, yours too. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Vanessa, you're kind of in on this.
You kind of did this.
Just go south.
There's probably a goddamn like humanitarian crisis going on though. If it's at this point, like,
I wonder how many humans
is
have died.
society- Dude, there's gotta be because here's the thing. Like, you gotta
Suicide
think about it
pact.
like this, okay? She just said, yeah, it takes out the entire animal kingdom. So you don't just have fruit. The vegetarians all died already at this point. The vegans are definitely dead. But this also means the fact that you can't get any, like, fucking, like, you can't get into, like, the chickens. So that means you can't get meat either. So Barry caused genocide.
I wonder how many humans have died now because of this.
How is society even functioning? Like, how do they even have cars?
Professor.
I'm sorry.
Oh, this is just as much your fault as it is Barry's.
Again, I don't know if it would have fucking, like, 4, like, days, and then we're going into, like, fucking apocalypse mode.
But if we are
At
at
the
this
same time,
point
it's
in
just-
apocalypse mode as it's showing, yeah, humans are dying.
Humans are gone. Like, they're probably, these streets are gonna have to be empty, my man.
Berry, bees,
One fucking hive is going to save the world, I guess.
FTD, official flow of business.
That is
Oh,
highly
it's
illegal.
This whole parade is a fiasco.
Okay, that might have killed her.
Depending on how she landed, she's dead.
Wouldn't they find it suspicious if these people have the final fucking plants to society?
All the plants are dead and they're walking in with these plants. They're like, hold up.
Dude, that must be like plant drug trafficking. How much I bet that's a thing now?
Plant
like, there's probably
trafficking.
plant trafficking.
These are cut flowers with no water. They'll never make it.
Get
Okay,
water.
so here's the thing. There's no way a flight would have that level of fucking, like, delay. Like, they would have the weather already
But also
turned
just
up, you know
get
what I mean?
water.
Yeah, there's water in the fucking, like, thing. Hasn't the world... Okay, I was gonna say, maybe the world hasn't learned to not fear bees anymore after the whole bee court case. I was like, yeah,
If anything,
no,
maybe now there are some
collapse of
people.
humanity,
There are some people who are like, all right, bees, I hate them, like even more.
Bro!
And please, all right.
That wouldn't, like, make anyone else stand.
No, it's like,
I tried to.
He's unconscious, and so is the co-pilot.
Not good.
not
I'm
good.
not gonna ask how this happened.
The pilot's unconscious and so is the co-pilot. Not good.
From the honey tree.
This is
Again, they're not
nothing
going to
like
ask how this
metal
happened.
bee.
They're not going to be
Got
like,
giant
oh,
wings, huge engines.
how did this happen exactly?
The way we work
Do they
in
have
industry,
people that
you.
go to the fucking, like,
Making
news...
honey
Wait, hold up,
takes
is
a lot
that
of
a poverty?
bees.
Is that
Doing a lot of
poverty right
small
there?
But let me tell you something about a
Because they
small
were just
job. If you do
laying
it
out
really
in the
well,
streets. Is that poverty?
Turns out I cannot fly a plane.
Jesus, lady. Yeah, just keep your hands off the wheel and let everyone die.
That's a great idea. Also, how did nobody else in the goddamn plane notice the fucking, like, thunderstruck?
But the whole thing was
Also,
struck
why
by
is the
lightning.
fucking- See that? The fucking... The tree is green
If
Ow!
I do what I would do, and you copy.
Owl.
Dude, if you like actually
Why are they all flying in that formation?
like if you actually look at this movie, it's not good, but god, it's hilarious.
Damn, Barry, what the fuck? Okay.
Snap out of it.
Dude, Barry's got a strong punch or slap.
He does.
Is he like Ant-Man?
His
Or
head
he's
should have
tiny?
twisted by now with the amount of force that she slapped him with. I spent $4 on this. I spent $4 fucking dollars on
Yeah,
this.
you did.
Snap out of it. Hold it.
Why? Come on, it's my
Why? Come on, it's my turn.
That's an abusive relationship, to say the least.
What blacktop? Where? I can't see anything. Can you?
No, nothing. It's all cloudy.
I think Vanessa's retarded. I'm sorry, but I really think she is. They're all
How
kind
long-
of sitting there hoping to God.
How long did they have to choreograph this? Like, what?
I don't think that works that way. Okay. Okay, my mind died because of how stupid this movie is.
Millions of bees.
Okay, something tells me this is not how this would work in the slightest. A plane does not work like this at all.
Yeah, it is.
Around it.
But it's also the bees. The bees are carrying it.
Well, then why don't they just guide it over and drop it then? Why do they have to, like, do like
Don't be
this?
afraid of it.
How do they not feel the plane rocking back and forth?
They're not like, what's going on?
Pollen from the last flowers available anywhere on Earth. That means this is our last.
Well,
chance.
no, there's actually
We're
still
the
some
only
left in
ones who
Pasadena
make
that you
honey,
didn't take.
pollinate flowers, and dress
Did you
like
not see that
this.
there were other,
If
like,
we're gonna survive
flowers
in
in
this,
there?
this is our moment. We're just Museum of Natural History keychains. We're bees. Keychains. Then follow me.
That one man really did not want to work another day of his life, did he?
Barry.
Wait, so they do just choose to work out for no goddamn reason? Because if they have like a shirt in that size, that clearly means an average Joe can join. They don't have strength
But
standards.
yeah, they did say that
Especially
they're bred
considering why
for
that
it. So I guess Barry's just like a huge exception.
Either he's an exception, or they really will just allow anybody in as long as they like sign the waiver.
Oh yeah.
The Beatles!
Shut the fuck up.
Why couldn't they use like Breaking Benjamin?
Shut your goddamn mouth.
What?
I want to hear another fucking word out of you.
That bee is living my
dude.
life. Let it go, Kenny. When will this nightmare end?
This is a villain origin story. Where's B movie 2? The Bequel.
The return of Ken.
Oh
Oh,
my
thank God
god.
it's over.
Jaden, I don't know what you're talking about. That movie is perfect.
I don't know what to think of this movie. I spent $4 on it. That probably could have gone to a charity for a child
I would have
dying.
spent much more for this movie.
I'm glad you are this irresponsible.
Okay, but legitimately,
All right.
story-wise, it's honestly like a 2, considering there's a lot wrong.
Yes.
2 or... No.
I had a better time following the X-Men movies.
Oh god, no, that's a lie. 2 or 3, I don't know. There were... It could have just been... No, it was because we were looking so deep into this that we were like, this doesn't make any sense.
Well, even then, when I wasn't looking, I was like, well, okay, hold up. Oh, boy. Alrighty. Well, I will say not as good as The Room.
No.
Hey, The Room is fantastic, and you know it.
B movie 3
boy.
stars. I'm giving it a 3 just because that movie's great.
Jesus Christ.
It's
Caleb,
so
okay.
funny.
Well,
I think it's
we'll have
hilarious.
to find out, I guess, what we're gonna watch next time. It'll have to be something a little bit more drastic, because
Dude, this is...
it's gotta be something like...
There are so many stakes
Huge.
behind this movie, Jaden.
No, you want to see...
The
you know,
entire
I think
fate of the world... What?
Battlefield Earth.
Well, there's your sneak
That'll be
peek
the next one.
into...
There's your sneak
Quite
peek,
possibly
Battlefield
the
Earth.
next one.
Insert movie clips right now.
No.
Alrighty, well, we'll see you next time, I guess.
Alright. So a while back, in honor of the new Batman release, Jaden and I made a breaking cinema of Batman and Robin. Funny thing is, this video got butt fucked with copyright strikes, so we figured that this movie was so bad that the universe was not allowing us to subject you all to this monstrosity that somehow passes a film. So we decided that the only way for us to get this video out into the world was to make you pay for it. Breaking Cinema now has a Patreon where you can watch the Batman and Robin video and maybe in the future, full and uncut Breaking Cinema videos. So go subscribe to the Patreon link down below if you want to see us truly suffer.